Okay, so this is episode 4
of the Hardly Critics podcast.
of Hardly Critics.
Hardly Critical.
If you've watched the last couple, we've started the same way every time, and we're gonna get into our hottest takes.
Yo.
So what do you got today?
All right, my hot take is juicy because I know you're not gonna agree.
Okay.
All right, so if you get rid of Pirates of the Caribbean, the last 2 movies, that is a top 10. What are the 3 movies called? 3 good movies? Trilogy. If you get rid of Pirates of the Caribbean 4 and 5, that's a top 10 trilogy of all time.
I don't like that take. You're replicating my one from last week with Kung Fu Panda being a top 10 trilogy. Of course, if you get rid of the 4th one. So it's kind of like a replication of that.
I mean, it is, but it's still a good take.
I mean, we've talked about it a little bit outside of the podcast. And my main point is that you don't get the messaging that you do in Kung Fu Panda. I'm a guy who appreciates the message in a film, and I think I just get more out of Kung Fu Panda. And you're saying that you would put it above Kung Fu Panda, and I disagree with that.
I would, yeah. Because there does not need to be a message. You can just sit down and just enjoy a film for what it is. And I feel like that is what those movies do perfectly. Is you can just sit down, enjoy the story that they're putting down. I'm also a big pirate guy. I love pirates.
I feel like you like Vikings more.
I like Vikings more, but I also love pirates too. And I love that kind of that time frame of what they're good the pirate time frame. But you don't need to have insane character development if the characters are just so good and interesting throughout. I feel like, yeah, they could be stagnant. They're not really developing a whole lot, but they're introducing new characters to an extent that it makes it interesting, but not to a point where it's overcrowding the movies.
So like The Hobbit.
No.
Oh!
Because the Hobbit has 2... Listen, for the Hobbit, you have all those fucking dwarves. There are too many dwarves in the Hobbit where you can't focus on them enough, so then they just become... No, we're not getting into that.
I mean, Kung Fu Panda is just better than Lord of the Rings anyways.
The triangle that they have in the Hobbit is so stupid. Why the hell doesn't... No. But no. It does not matter if it's stagnant. It's still a great trilogy. Probably it's top 10. Easy.
I could see it being top 10, but it does not overlap Kung Fu Panda.
I think it does.
I think that's
That's not an insane take. It's really not.
You have character development, absolutely slams. You have added characters that are even better. I mean, the villains, Davy Jones can't even come close to Tai Lung Shen. Maybe he comes close. Maybe he comes close to Kai.
He's better than Kai, but I will agree.
But he's not better than Shen or Tai Lung.
Not better than Shen or Tai Lung.
Tai Lung has more character development in 1 movie than Jack Sparrow has in 3.
Because Jack Sparrow does not need to have character.
Oh,
no, that's not true. That is not true. That's not true. In the last movie, I don't know why I'm snapping at you. In the last movie, he wants to become Davy Jones. That is what he's doing the entire time. Is he's like, I'm becoming Davy Jones to save myself. I want to be part of the sea forever. I want to be a pirate forever. But then when Will is on the verge of dying, he saves Will, letting him become Davy Jones, what he wanted the entire last movie and the movie before that. So he actually goes through character development in that last movie, saving a person that would that debatably kind of hates him, and they kind of hate each other, but also
it's a love triangle, yeah.
But he goes through that development of saving that character. He would have never done that in the first movie.
That's true.
He puts a gun to his head in the first movie and almost shoots him.
That's because they didn't know each other at that point.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is he goes through that development of getting that relationship with that character. So he goes through that development. He does.
Okay. It's like that compared to
it's
like that compared to Poe, you know.
Compared to like Tai Lung though, I would say it's pretty.
Yeah, I guess, but like
saying that Tai Lung take is not good. No.
Okay, but Tai Lung and Shen are both better villains than anyone.
Than Davy Jones?
Yeah.
Yes, but Davy Jones is still a fantastic villain.
Okay. So we've declared almost everything's better in Kung Fu Panda, so it slams. Okay, we can move on.
Because Davy Jones even has he's pretty in depth too. Because he betrayed that one, the Heart of the Sea girl.
Yep.
And that was his whole thing is that he thinks that she left him, but in reality he kind of betrayed her. He's very emotional about it. There is depth with that villain, 100%. But he's still a great villain. He's still a 9 out of 10 villain. But Kung Fu Panda is just...
Kung Fu Panda has 2 10 out of 10 villains and a 9 out of 10 villain.
8 out of 10.
A 9 or 8.9.
8.5.
Kai is
I'll give you 8.5.
Kai is technically the strongest of the 3.
Oh, Shen really isn't even that
Shen's very cool though. Shen stood on business.
Dude, Shen stood on business, man.
But I think we're good there. I mean, Kung Fu Panda is better than Lord of the Rings, but that's a question for a different day.
That is insane.
I
am in pure disbelief you even said that.
Better villains. Is that even crazy to say that?
The fact that you're even comparing Kung Fu Panda to pretty much the
I think
agreed
we're
upon
underrating Kung Fu Panda here.
Compared to Lord of the Rings? No.
I think we've kind of, declared that Kung Fu Panda is incredible.
It's incredible
over the last 2 weeks. But yeah, we can move on.
Moving on.
My hot take is a continuation off of an episode from 2 weeks ago that actually stemmed off of our hypothetical matchup, is that not only is The Batman is the best Batman movie ever, but Robert Pattinson is the best Batman on screen ever. But he's not the best Bruce Wayne. That goes to Christian Bale.
Actually, I don't hate that take, low-key. About the Batman.
There's a couple takes in there. You think the Batman is better?
No, the Batman's not better than the Dark Knight. It's the second best. I'll give you that. But I think Robert Pattinson is a better Batman than Christian Bale.
Yeah, I think that's.
I like the vibe. The vibes of his Batman are just. Oh.
They feel like Batman.
They're just
The one thing that I always see, I guess, for creating this I came with a lukewarm take. I came with a take that's discussed a lot online, but I wanted to continue the conversation because I feel like we kind of cut off the conversation at the end because it was more of a hypothetical matchup that we stemmed into that. So
yeah,
it felt not flourished enough.
Yeah,
but
it was a malnourished take.
Okay, what? I think you look at the Gothams. I think the Batman's Gotham is so much better. I think the Batman Begins Gotham, the island, is very well done. That looks like Gotham. But then the rest of the city just looks extremely clean. It looks like Batman doesn't need to be there.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
It's just a clean slate type of city. I mean, it looks like Chicago. I mean, where they filmed. It just kind of looks like Chicago.
Yeah.
And I need Gotham to look gritty, dark. There's constant crime. There's a reason we need the Batman, right? And maybe it's because... And I guess no. The Dark Knight was only, a couple years difference from Batman Begins? I understand it's the first movies, but, there's a need for Batman in both movies, but it just looks like the Batman has a grittier Gotham, and I think that's part of the reason why I like it better.
Yeah. No, I honestly don't hate. I actually like the Batman a lot. I just think that
You didn't want to watch it.
I did not want to watch it. I'll be honest.
Because I don't think you wanted to admit that it was on par with The Dark Knight.
On par is a little... I mean, it actually is kind of on par. But I would say the Dark Knight's a little bit better.
Why?
Why? I think the villain... Even though in the Batman, the villain is still pretty damn good. The villain
is crazy. And
I also like... Harvey Dent and...
Yeah, so you kind of get, you know, the multiple... I mean, you also get that kind of, aspect of the villain in the Batman too. You get that... You get actually, like, kind of three villains plus Catwoman. So you get Catwoman, you get Falcone, and you get the Penguin.
Yeah.
And I think it's
the Penguin show's great.
Yes. I actually wasn't a huge fan because I think I was expecting something different. Yeah. And sometimes when you're expecting something else and then you get, you know what I mean? Like, you order one thing, they get your order wrong, you're kind of upset, but you're not terrible. Like, because it might be also something you like, you know?
It still tasted good. The order still tasted good, but it wasn't exactly what you wanted in that moment.
Yes, it wasn't exactly it wasn't the taste that you were craving.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I felt about the Penguin. But it was still a great show. But I think, like... I think Heath Ledger steals the show from absolutely everybody, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's a reason why I believe it's the second best Batman movie, and it's because of Heath Ledger.
I think you put it perfectly before. I think you said that it's a better Joker movie than it is a Batman movie. Or something like that.
Yes, I said that, in episode 2. It's a better Joker movie.
I would agree to some extent, yeah. There's a reason that on YouTube there's like a video that has only Joker parts and by Dark Knight, and it has like 5 million views.
Yeah, because I think it's hard to have such a good villain and then a mediocre type of Batman. And it sucks that I'm saying mediocre for Christian Bale, but I feel like there was just some parts of it that just didn't fit right for me, especially as a Batman. He seemed more cartoonish type of Batman in terms of, like, he was either too easy, there wasn't enough stakes. I mean, there was a lot of stakes in The Dark Knight, but, like, I don't know, man. The grittiness of Pattinson's Batman is just... Well, and like, you get the same type of performance that Heath Ledger gave in The Batman, but with Paul Dano. Not as good, but
it's still good.
It's right there. I think it's right there.
I wouldn't say it's right there.
But I also think I do like it too because Paul Dano's Riddler is based off of Zodiac, the Zodiac Killer, and that's my my fourth favorite movie. Yeah. So that I also think that influences it a little bit. Yeah. But I think I'll settle with that take. I think we like come to like get an agreement. Yeah, we've come to the agreement that the Batman is better.
No, we've come to the agreement that the Batman is close, but it didn't go that extra step.
I don't know, man. That car chase scene in the Batman with the Penguin.
That scene where Paul Dano was
I got you! And then doom, 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 doom.
Oh, that's cringe, bro. Stop.
Bro, that is not fucking cringe. Okay.
But no,
you after every movie?
No, that's after every like insane scene. Something crazy happens. I'm hitting this.
What got you like that in the Batman? Was it?
I didn't do that for the Batman.
Yeah, you did. No, you did. Was it when the guy blew up in the church? Maybe. There was a couple parts.
I don't remember.
Like,
that was too long ago. But I will say that like the like Paul Dano like singing that one song.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Does he know? That meme is awesome. Yeah. But all
right, moving on.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Okay, so I finished Ethan's top show of all time, Vinland Saga.
So far.
I finished it I think 2 days ago. I'm through season 2. So there's still more. It's not like it's just 2 seasons.
I think the show has captured a third or a half of the manga.
Okay.
So there should be either 4 or 5 seasons total. So there's 2 or 3 more to go.
But it just came out like in 2019, right?
The show?
Yeah, the first season didn't it come out in 2019?
Yeah, and then that was 2022 or 2023.
Yeah, so it's a newer anime.
Yeah, it's newer.
It's fairly recent.
Yeah, it is.
And it takes a while to animate, especially 24 episodes, 24 minutes an episode. Yes. It takes a good while. So we might not see season 3 for another 2 to 3 years.
2 probably.
Depending on if they delay it or not. That's always an issue with, anime and stuff.
That's an issue with all animation.
In general, yeah.
That happened with Invincible.
Because it's so articulate. Like, I mean, I think animation is slowly creeping up on just like, I think on average, I think I enjoy animation sometimes better than most live action.
Well, because you
can do more.
You can tell more passion with animation, in my opinion, too.
Well, it depends because I think you haven't seen a lot of passion on screen in terms of like some of the greats.
This is true, but anyway, going back to Vinland Saga, kind of drifted off there.
Yeah, but that's fine.
It's 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah, let's give a rating. Okay.
10 out of 10.
I'll give my rating. It's a 9 out of 10, counting both seasons. Season 1, I would give like a 9.8. Season 2, I'd probably give like an 8. So I think like I don't know if that's exact averages, but I think an overall of 9 is fair. Fair for me.
I would give season 1 a 10 out of 10. Season 2 a 9 out of 10.
I think
season 2 is slower.
Today that I actually got kind of agreed with. It was like a hot take or something on TikTok. It was that the redemption arc of Thorfinn is a little forced. It's a little forced, and I do think that, and I think it's a little overdone. Like, I think we get it.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 episodes at the end of the season that continuously just tell us this guy does not want to go to war anymore. Like, it's just like shoving us, spoon feeding us, but then it starts just shoving us down. Like, it overdoes it for me.
Yeah. I kind of get that, yeah. That it's a little heavily forced a little later on. And then the beginning of season 2 is, I mean, season 1 is better than season. Season 1 is better than season 2, not by much, but season 2 I feel like has like higher, like a higher high maybe, but also probably not because Askeladd seems pretty tough in season 1. I think season 2 is just a good part 2 to season 1. I think it's a good natural development of the character, even though the development
it doesn't feel natural. It feels it's a full 180. I mean like you flip on a dime, and you were wrong. You don't really get much I guess explanation. I mean, you kind of get an explanation. I will say season 2 had a lot more explanation scenes than season 1 did.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of just exposition explaining the journey the characters went through. There's a couple of good scenes that do it with like a show and tell kind of mix. And I'm not someone who hates exposition, but when you repeat, it's almost like they were repeating the same thing. It was like doubling down on the same piece of exposition of the story. And I think that's where and that's not my main issue. I think my main issue is that we forgot characters. I understand. It's more about the story than the actual.
Who'd they forget?
Thorkel.
Yeah, but Thorkel doesn't really have a place in season 2 because it's not about action as much.
Exactly.
So then he would just be forced into the narrative, and it wouldn't flow as good.
That's my point. Is that I'm not a big fan of the narrative.
Oh, I guess.
I'm not a big fan. It's not like I'm a guy who enjoys war. Like, the first season is a lot of gritty. Bloody war action, right? But like, I feel like we got nothing. Like it was just a show about redemption. I don't know. It's like I'm not hating on it. It just wasn't my cup of tea, I guess.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like a show, you don't like the show. I mean, you can be wrong. But you don't like the show, that's fine.
I've seen only a couple things where it's almost split down the middle from like everything I've seen in terms of like.
Oh, it's very 50-50.
Split. It's like some people say the season was so trash they stopped watching,
and then some people are like awesome, like the best.
Some people are like, if you didn't like season 2, you just didn't understand it.
Yeah, or you're like a bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which isn't true, but I loved it. I thought it was great.
I think Einar
is great.
I think Einar is a better representation of both sides. I think Einar, hear me out. This is an interesting take. I think Einar is what Thorfinn should have been in season 2.
Yeah, but Einar never went through what Thorfinn did. But I'm saying
his thought process, right? It's I want to hurt, but I shouldn't, right? Where Thorfinn is like, I just shouldn't, and somehow I never get this feeling, right? Like I don't under, you know what I mean? I feel like there needed to be a little bit more of a bridge.
I feel like as a child though, as a child of war, you kill so much, and then the person, like, your whole motivation for killing was Askeladd, right?
Yeah.
And then he's dead, and you didn't kill him, so you did not get that final, I did this. Like, I got my goal is done. So now he had no purpose.
Yeah.
So, like, his whole purpose for killing just went away. So why would he want to kill now? And now he has regret from all the people that he killed because he didn't even get what he wanted in the end. So, I kind of understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think it's a 9 out of 10 show. I think it's very, very well animated.
I'm so hyped.
I will say the animated did go downhill a little bit.
The animation? Yes, yeah. I agree.
I agree. I think it took a little.
I think it's still beautiful, but
I think there's a lot better like stills, but I think the actual fluidity of the actions was a little kind of more choppy than I would like, especially after watching season 1.
Watching them back to back.
Watching them back to back, you see the mistake, or not the mistakes,
just
but you see the laziness a little bit. Like, I feel like they could have. I mean, there's so many shots where they're just not moving, but they're talking and they have no faces.
Yeah.
Right? It just felt a little like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I get that.
There was deadlines that they had to reach.
Yeah, they had to reach their deadline. Same with Invincible season 2.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think that's good.
I think we covered.
Came to an agreement.
Vinland Saga. Okay, do we want to get on to our next one?
Sure, for sure.
We are going to do a little bracket.
For the first time.
Two brand new segments today.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay. We're cooking.
And you're talking about me being cringe?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay, so we're doing our new segment, which is
like a bracket type thing.
We're gonna do an actors bracket. So we picked 16 different actors that we both know a little bit of their filmography.
On me phone. Oh, that's right there.
Well, I'll show it on screen.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Well, so I don't actually know him. He made the bracket. We did it randomly.
Yeah, it was a random generator through Google that we used the big auto spinner thing for. So I put 16 names into the spinner, and then whatever landed on got that seed. So it was first and 16, the second and 15. So.
Yeah. So it's randomized. I don't know it. Ethan does. But
I do know it.
But he seems to think the matches
there's a few good ones.
Okay. But we picked some people we know their filmography. He has not seen many De Niro, Al Pacino, or Marlon Brando films, so we decided to keep them off. People like Humphrey Bogart or some older ones, some James Stewart, we decided to keep those guys off, even though they're probably top 10
and
actors
I'm
all time.
Still going to be going off of Jack Lang's opinion a little bit more than mine, because he's seen more movies than I have, probably by 1,000. So, all right. Round 1 is RDJ versus Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
I think that one's easy for me, actually. I think I'm going to go with Hugh Jackman. I think there's a couple people RDJ might have beaten.
Yeah.
More so because of his recent Oppenheimer performance.
I would agree with Hugh Jackman.
But I also, the hard part is I really like him in Zodiac. I really like RDJ in Zodiac. But I feel like more and more he kind of plays like himself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of see that tone from him a little bit more. I do like him in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He's very energetic and spunky, and goes for a little bit of a different kind of. He has a little bit of a different character in that one that I enjoy, but I think I'm gonna take Hugh Jackman there.
Okay.
Are you gonna take Hugh Jackman as well?
I will, yeah. The next one is Russell Crowe versus Samuel L. Jackson. I know who I have.
I think you have Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
See, I have Samuel. I have Samuel L. Jackson there. I am not a big fan of Russell Crowe.
I know you're not.
I am not. I think after Gladiator, I mean, he's got Beautiful Mind. His performance is good. Gladiator, I haven't seen, but from clips I've seen, it's a good performance. Yeah. I think that's like one of his last good performances.
But it's so good.
I understand that, but I think Samuel Jackson.
I guess Samuel Jackson has a lot more.
His consistency and his ability to go above and beyond consistently.
Yeah.
Like he picks good projects most of the time, and he gives everything, even if the project is not the best. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I'm okay with that. I'll agree with that. I'll agree.
Django Unchained, even Nick Fury.
Is
a very good character. Maybe not the best written, but he actually he elevates everything that he's in.
All right, so then next round is Christian Bale versus Morgan Freeman.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
I know.
That sucks. Oh boy.
I know who I have.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I feel like this one can go either way. Like 100%. You could kind of make a debate for either one. Because I'm going to go with Christian Bale.
Yeah, I might go with Christian Bale. I just think his method
acting is,
and also his dedication to the craft in terms of losing weight, gaining weight.
Yeah, he puts it all
putting on weight. Like, he does everything for the role to make it better, even if it's not a good movie. I mean, think about like Thor: Love and Thunder. What do you think about first when you think of that movie?
Oh my god!
Bad, but then you think Christian Bale did really well.
Yeah, Christian Bale, 100%. All right, anyway.
He does not fit that movie at all.
No, but he did a great job.
Yeah, so we're gonna go Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah.
Sorry to Morgan Freeman.
I know that kind of sucks. He's out already.
Yeah, I really wish you Seven. You haven't seen Seven. His performance in that is great.
All right. Anyway, so the next round.
Shawshank Redemption
is Jake Gyllenhaal versus Jack Nicholson.
Oh my god! No! You just picked two of my favorite actors of all time against each other. That sucks.
I mean, I know who I got.
You're going Jake Gyllenhaal, but you haven't seen true Nicholson at his peak, man. You haven't seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You haven't seen Chinatown. No. You haven't seen The Departed. You've seen part of that. But my gosh, that's so hard. The only thing you've seen is Shining. But I will say this. I have said to multiple people that I think the best piece of acting I've ever seen is from Jack Nicholson walking up the stairs in The Shining. I think that is one of the best pieces of acting I have ever seen in my entire life. That might be one of the most terrifying moments I've ever seen in a movie.
I just love Jake Gyllenhaal so much.
I think I'm going to have to go Jake just because I love so many of his movies. I mean, Zodiac, his performance is incredible. Stronger, even though it's not the best.
I think even in Donnie Darko, he's still pretty good.
Well, that's like one of his first kind of breakouts.
And he still does really good in it.
That's rough.
Well, you got Brokeback Mountain.
Nicholson is out in the first round. That's so bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's all right. Bad. Anyway, so here's the next one.
Oh no, man.
Matt Damon versus Tom Hanks. Polar Express solos Tom Hanks.
You say solos Tom Hanks?
No, not Tom Hanks.
You're thinking of Matt. Oh my gosh.
Polar Express is Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said it wrong. You said it's solos Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah, never mind.
His own performance. I meant
because of Polar Express, he goes on immediately.
Yeah.
Just because of Polar Express, yeah.
I think
hot chocolate.
I am not a huge. The one thing I think about every time I think about Matt Damon is I think about static. He gives a similar performance in every movie I've seen.
I would agree.
I think he's kind of the guy that could come in, do a good job, but not always a great job.
Yeah.
I think he does do a great job in like Good Will Hunting, but then he feels a little out of place in Oppenheimer. I think he does have some good moments, but I don't think he gets to that peak for me.
I think he's just consistently good, but he's not ever like consistently
Great.
Yeah.
Where I think,
but like Tom Hanks, The Green Mile,
The Green
Forrest
Mile,
Gump,
Saving Private Ryan,
Forrest Gump.
Gump,
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks.
Philadelphia.
It's Tom Hanks. Do you agree, Tom Hanks?
The Terminal. I mean, you got even some bad movies in there, but The Polar Express. That he played like what 5 roles?
Like 5-6 roles, yeah, and did pretty good in every single one.
Did all the performance capture. I like Matt Damon in Interstellar. I'm excited to see him in The Odyssey. I just can't. I agree. Moving forward.
Tom Hanks.
And I hate his crying when he acts. His
Matt
crying
Damon?
is the most unrealistic crying I've ever seen.
All right.
Sorry, Matt Damon. I know you're gonna watch this video, but sorry.
Yeah. Probably gonna leave a comment.
Yeah, he's gonna leave a hate.
All right,
comment.
Michael B. Jordan versus Lawrence Fishburne.
It's Lawrence Fishburne. That's kind of, it's kind of like a young versus, the old. That sucks. Yeah. But it's Fishburne, like, automatically. I think Michael B. Jordan could get there if he starts doing more projects like Sinners. I think he's got to get out of that kind of blockbuster and it really show his chops. Because he has them and he shows them off in Sinners. Oh, is this bad?
Denzel Washington versus Leo DiCaprio.
Oh my gosh! The spinner hates us. The spinner hates us.
Round one. This is terrible.
This is terrible. Round one is just throwing heat.
Yeah.
I think both of them, like, okay.
Again, there really isn't a wrong answer for this one, really.
I think the wrong answer is Leo.
I was gonna say Leo.
I think Leo is a case of sometimes overacting. I mean, I'm not an actor. We're hardly critics here. But I do think
I really think it's Leo.
You think you want to move Leo on?
I think I want to move Leo.
I was gonna say Denzel. You haven't seen Training Day.
No.
You gotta watch Training Day. If you're gonna say Leo, I think you gotta watch Training Day. I'm fine with moving Leo on. I also hate taking out Denzel on the first round.
Yeah.
I feel like that's but that's. I mean, those are top 10 actors probably. Both of them are probably top 10 all time.
All right, so do you agree with Leo? Leo's gonna move on.
I don't agree with him, but we can send him on.
You'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
Let it slide. All right.
That's rough, man.
Now we got Brad Pitt versus Michael Caine.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible. This is atrocious. Like, this sucks. Okay, I'm gonna probably go. I like Michael Caine.
I like Michael Caine a lot.
I think I like Michael Caine. I
would agree.
I mean, Interstellar is my favorite movie of all time, and he actually has a very good part in that.
Mm-hmm.
Except he's a little hard to understand in the when he's dying.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little hard to understand there.
Yes,
I had to explain to people who's watched it with me for the first time what he's saying because they didn't get it. But I mean, man, I think I gotta push Lauren. I think we gotta go with him for Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. All right, round two.
Oh, we're on to round two now.
On to round two. That round one was brutal though. All right, so then round two. Round one is Hugh Jackman versus Samuel Jackson.
Say again?
Hugh Jackman versus Samuel Jackson. I think it's Samuel Jackson.
You want to send Sam Jackson? I'm okay with that. Man, but Prisoners is a great performance. Yeah. The Greatest Showman is a great performance.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that.
I mean, he's done so much with Wolverine. Not necessarily saying, like... It's more of like a body performance. Like him putting in the work to create that kind of character physique But Samuel L. Jackson has just done so much like great work in his career.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way back in Pulp Fiction, which you haven't seen.
No, I've seen clips though.
He's just done so much. I think Hugh Jackman can get back up. Like, I think he could take over that
And like
in the future.
yeah.
I think he just needs a couple more projects that really like. He's got a project coming out this year, The Death of Robin Hood. It looks really good.
I'm not even heard of that yet.
Yeah, well, because it's like very under wraps. Well, not under wraps, but like
Yeah.
it hasn't been unwrapped yet.
All right, so then are we give it with Samuel Jackson?
Give it to Sam.
All right.
Jackson.
So round 2 is Christian Bale versus Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I agree.
I think that's an easy one for me, even though I love Christian Bale. That's funny. Jake Gyllenhaal versus Christian Bale. That's actually who could have been Batman.
Oh yeah.
Because Jake Gyllenhaal screen tested to be Batman in the original Dark Knight series, which would have been so cool. Mm-hmm. I actually still want him to be the Batman in the new James Gunn universe.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I feel like he's kind of a sneaky one.
I feel like he could fit that vibe.
Would give a good Bruce Wayne. I think it could be another Christian Bale situation where it's a good Bruce Wayne, maybe a little bit of an underwhelming Batman.
I don't think he'd be the best Batman.
I think he'd be a great Bruce Wayne. I think he could be a good Two-Face, maybe even.
Yeah, actually.
I want Damson Idris for Two-Face though, the guy from F1. And Snowfall for
the black guy
for Two-Face.
Yeah, that'd be good, for sure. All right, so then, we got Tom Hanks versus Lawrence Fishburne.
I think Tom Hanks gets that one. I
would agree.
I think Fishburne is very, very good at what he does, but I think he's kind of taken a back seat in the as he's gotten older.
Recently.
Where Tom Hanks, I still feel like it could lead a movie.
Yeah, except in Elvis.
Oh yeah,
except in Elvis.
Elvis was bad.
Yeah, Elvis was disgusting. Was terrible, yeah. I actually liked that movie, but I hated his.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was so bad. But then like A Man Called Otto and everything, he's still.
Man Called Otto was good. Even I've heard that the original was better though.
I've not seen the original.
It was a foreign film.
Oh.
It was an American remake.
Of a foreign film?
Yeah.
America.
Okay.
Anyway, Leo versus Michael Caine.
I think you got to give that to Leo, even though Michael Caine is that like a legend. Like
I think Leo is just
put out, and you haven't seen like Shutter Island.
No.
Shutter Island is a very good performance, but yeah.
All right, Samuel Jackson. Oh yeah, so round 3.
Okay, round 3.
Which is the semifinals.
Are we down to how many are we down to? 4?
4. Down to 4.
It's a final 4.
Our final 4. Samuel Jackson versus Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's tough.
That's really tough.
That's tough.
I like them. I like them both a lot.
I do too. Oh man.
Bro, this final 4 low-key sucks.
Well, it sucks because it's hard, not because it's like.
No, it's a good final 4, but like you like, I don't know. I like all of them so much.
I'm gonna go with Jake.
Bro, I don't know who I want to go with.
I think I'm gonna go with Jake. I think I like a majority of his career more. I think Samuel L. Jackson has a lot of good projects, but I don't think he's the guy that necessarily like always shines. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
he's someone that
I feel like
a good performance for what he's given, but it's not always.
I feel like if Jake Gyllenhaal's in your movie, he's the best guy in your movie, for the most part.
For at least most, I know there's a couple things that are pretty. I don't know if he's necessarily bad, but I know the movies are bad, so it might make his performance a little lackluster. But like for the most part, I think like everything I've seen of him is debatable for like his best performance.
Yeah.
And that's like a high level. That's like a high bar to reach. So I just think Jake Gyllenhaal is one of our all-time greats, and we're letting him slip through. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think his recent work's a little iffy though. But besides,
back in his like prime.
I mean, you got to think like he went back to back to back to back, like Southpaw, Demolition, Nightcrawler, Prisoners. Like those were all within years of each other. Like it's crazy. So I think we'll send Jake.
And then even him like with like his younger stuff is still pretty poppin'. Like Dark Eyes, Zodiac, all that kind of stuff.
Well, and like October Sky was one of his,
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
But then Samuel Jackson, bro. You got Jake Gyllenhaal's fine. I like Jake Gyllenhaal, so I'm fine with that. Okay, I genuinely have no idea who to pick for this one. It's Tom Hanks versus Leo.
I like Leo. It's not an easy one for me, but I think it's one that I can like grasp right away and say like, okay, I like this guy as my favorite. A couple of other ones it was harder to think. I think like now when you're getting to it, we've had a couple of rounds of thinking through these people's careers. I think Leo turns out more consistent performances than Tom Hanks. I think Tom Hanks has some flops.
Yeah, Tom Hanks does have some flops.
I think, does Leo have an Elvis type of shitty performance?
I don't think so.
In his career.
I don't think so.
From what I've seen, I don't think so. I think every single time Leo's in a movie, it's decent. Even like Gangs in New York where, his cast around him, that might be one of the only ones where people would say his performance wasn't as great.
But I don't think people would say dude, Elvis was so bad.
But I also think I think he makes the movies better. Like, I mean, look at The Revenant. That was an incredible movie. You haven't seen that yet, but like the lengths that he went through in that movie.
All right, so
we've declared Leonardo DiCaprio the winner against Tom Hanks.
Yep.
And we've declared that Jake Gyllenhaal is the winner against
Samuel Jackson.
So our final matchup
is Jake Gyllenhaal versus Leo, which is tough.
I mean, both of our favorite actors are Jake.
Yeah. Let that be known.
I think the main reason I take Jake
consistency.
Because I think his consistency. So every single movie I've seen him in, he's been the best guy, hands down, in some of the best performances I've seen ever. Like his Nightcrawler performance, even his subtle, quippy performance in Zodiac is very well done.
I would say Brothers too.
Brothers is very good.
You got to put Brothers in there.
I think maybe he gets a little outshine in that movie, but
yes,
Toby does very good work in that movie.
Really good.
I just thinking about Leonardo a little bit more, it's like I like his performances, but I think there's a couple times where it gets a little repetitive in terms of his like. Sometimes when I'm watching a Leo movie versus watching a Jake Gyllenhaal movie, if we're just comparing these two, I think Leo deserves to be here just as much as Jake.
Yeah, I would agree.
But I think I see Leo when I'm watching a Leonardo DiCaprio movie, except for The Revenant. But when I'm watching a Jake movie,
you don't see Jake Gyllenhaal. You see you see his character.
You see whoever he's playing.
Yes.
I see Robert Graysmith in Zodiac, and I can't remember the name, but whoever his character's name is in Nightcrawler, that's who I see. I see a psychopath, right? Where Leonardo,
you kind of see Leo.
I see Leo sometimes.
You see Leo.
He shines through.
Yeah. Him dating his 20-year-old girlfriend every time.
Okay, so I might cut that out, but.
Why would you cut that? That's perfect.
What if we meet Leo? I think our champion is Jake Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal. And I will say this. We are going to do, since he's the winner, we said this before, whoever wins the bracket, we're going to do a bracket of their performances in different movies.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to take 16 of their movies, their top 16, according to us, performances, pit them against each other, and
see which one's
determine his best performance. So that'll be a later episode. I don't know if it's going to be next week.
Not next week. It's going to be a while.
Oh, because we're going to have to watch this stuff.
I'm going to have to watch a bunch of them.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. That'll be fun. We're going to determine which role we believe Jake Gyllenhaal gave his best.
It's those Prisoners.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next segment. New segment.
Oh, the Key 5, Cut 5.
No.
No?
Underrated, overrated, or properly rated. Underrated, overrated, or properly rated. So we're going to take a couple movies. We're each going to give each other maybe like 5-ish movies. And we got to figure out, in our opinion, if we think the consensus is that it's overrated, underrated, or it's just right. Like we think the consensus is in the middle.
It's perfect.
It's just a mix of just everybody's correct essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, do you want to?
Actually,
do you have one in mind?
You need to start for me because I started last time for you when we did this kind of thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a big one. We're gonna go with Interstellar. We're gonna figure this out right now.
Oh.
Is Interstellar overrated, underrated, or just right, properly rated in the consensus?
In the community census.
So the community census, what do you like seeing every so often? What do you think?
I see a lot of it's really, really good. Once in a while I'll see it's overrated, but I don't think it's really good. I think Interstellar is properly where it should be.
Really?
I think it's properly rated.
I think it's between overrated and properly rated.
Properly rated.
Properly
it's
rated.
Definitely not fucking underrated.
It's not underrated at all. It has over millions.
I would say it's properly rated with maybe a little bit on the overrated side.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I would put it in that properly rated spot, right there.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
That's okay. Now let's. What do you got for me?
Ooh, what do I have for you? Ooh, I'm gonna go with September 5th.
I think it's overrated.
Really?
Actually, no, wait, hold on. I don't think there's enough ratings to actually give it I think it's.
I gotta get a list going.
I think it's underrated in the sense that it's not many people have watched it yet because it's a newer movie.
It's not that crazy new, isn't it? 2 years.
2024.
That's 2 years.
2020, not yet.
Oh, I guess probably like a year and a half. Yeah.
So I think I would probably put it in the. It's on either side because I don't think it's necessarily liked by the people who have watched it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's watched by enough people to say that it's overrated, right?
Yeah.
So it's an underrated with a little bit of a slash to the people don't like it. So maybe it's properly rated as if people just don't like it, right? Yeah. I know that's one of your top 15, but just from what I've seen, the consensus is that it's not the best, or that they don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's kind of what you get with a lot of those historical biopics, especially ones with not a happy ending.
Yeah, that's true.
People don't necessarily like
not happy endings.
The glorification of
this thing's not going as they should or something like that.
You see, I think you see a general consensus with happy ending ones that people like those more.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird publicizing, a terrible event like that.
Yeah. All right, what's your next one that you got for me?
12 Angry Men.
All right, well, I think it's overrated.
Ooh.
I've said that for a while. I think it's a little overrated. It's still a great movie, but it's not I don't think it's one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. People make it seem like it is.
It is such a good movie, but see the problem is you also watched it in two separate.
I watched it in 2 sittings. Yeah, I watched the first half and I watched the second half.
Which in 2 days apart too.
Probably longer than that.
So it definitely probably didn't get the.
I wasn't probably fully immersed the entire time.
Yeah, because you had you had a little bit of a break, so that's a little bit of an interesting one.
I mean, you knew I was gonna say that though.
I think a tad bit overrated is fair, and it's a 4.6 on.
Oh, it does not deserve that. I'm sorry.
I think it's
4.6.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'll give it a 4.
No. Yeah. No, that's bad.
Maybe a 4.2, but not 4.6. That's insane.
I think it's.
I am sorry. No.
12 guys in a room that are angry.
Whoa, where's this going? I'm just joking.
Bro, you did not have to make that fucking weird. It's 12 guys in a room about a court case that are angry. And one guy tries to convince 11 others that they should look more into the case. One of the greatest scripts I think ever written. One of the best iterations of blocking in a film ever. Like the blocking in that is it's Akira Kurosawa level, and that's around like the Seventh Samurai age of when that came out too. So you're getting that. Why are you like staring in my soul
What
right
do you
now?
mean? I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention.
Holy shit, that was like scary. I mean, you locked eyes with me for like five whole minutes there. That was creepy, man. But I'll rest my case. I think it's properly rated with a little bit of overrated.
All right. So now it's my turn.
Yes.
FNAF 2.
FNAF 2 is overrated. I am the biggest FNAF fan in the entire world, but it's overrated. It's not a very good movie. I think, there's this thing of like, it's for the fans, right?
Oh, that the whole movie is just all fan service, basically.
It's fan service, except we don't get the fan service. I'm waiting for it, because Puppet does not possess people, at least in the games. Puppet is its own entity. I didn't like that.
The puppet is possessed itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why does it need to take over someone else's body to like still do the same fucking thing? The puppet. No. Listen how stupid this sounds. The puppet possesses a human body to then float around.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I would understand if it needed to possess it to walk around.
Yeah, to walk would make sense, but not to float. It's been floating the entire time in the games.
Exactly. It literally floats to kill you.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed it better if we would have just kept it as the puppet, because the puppet animatronic looks great in the film. But then we go a little bit of a weird spot there. So I'm still waiting for that fan service that we're supposed to be getting.
I think they're trying to divert from the games for some reason.
Because Scott doesn't want to give everything away.
This is true.
Like, you're not, if you had a lore that's been built over 11 years, you're not going to give it away in like a sampling. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, here you go. Here's the entire story that you've been trying to figure out for the last 11 years in an hour and a half. You know what I mean? I think the first one does good, not because it's scary, but because it's interesting, and because it's a better plot in the first one, but I think it gives you that thriller eeriness. FNAF, I've said this before, the FNAF movies do not need to be horror movies. I don't think the games are necessarily horror games.
Like a thriller.
I think they're thriller, because the scariest part of the games and the movies should be the story, right? So look at, like, Prisoners is not a horror movie. It's a thriller movie, but it gets it to that, like, oh my gosh, this is like eerie. It's an eerie mystery. It gets your heart pumping. FNAF should be a mystery movie, not a horror movie. Because it's never been a slasher, and people want it to be a slasher. So I don't know, but we can move on. I think it's overrated because people don't understand that it's not good writing, but I think the first one is underrated.
I've not seen the first one. I've not seen either of them, actually, so.
I'll just go with this one. How to Train Your Dragon 1.
The live action or the original?
Ooh, both. Let's just throw both in there. Because I feel like it's an interesting topic. So you're going to double answer for this one. Because they're essentially the same movie, just in a different
They really are like the exact, like, they didn't change anything. I think they're properly rated. I think the consensus is that they're good movies, but they're probably the weakest in the trilogy. I feel like that's probably the consensus about it, is that they're the weakest in the trilogy, but they're still great movies. They're great setups. For what's to come.
Are they?
I think they're great setups for what's to come. I really do think that it is, honestly, by a okay margin, like the worst in the trilogy. But they also probably weren't thinking of making it a trilogy, because they didn't think it probably was going to do that crazy well.
Maybe, maybe not.
I mean, I'm sure they had ideas on how to keep it going, but they probably weren't like, all right, this is going to pop off. We're going to make this into a trilogy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's some good reasoning there. But it was overrated?
Probably rated. Properly rated.
Okay.
I think it's properly rated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. What do you got?
Thor Ragnarok.
Overrated. To the stratosphere.
I disagree completely.
I think Thor Ragnarok is boring.
That's insane. How is it boring?
I think it's boring. Like, I watched it again recently, and I thought I really liked that movie, and I was just so underwhelmed. I think it's one of those movies where it's just like, I don't know. It's one of those movies that you like think about, and you're like, oh yeah, I like that movie. Rewatch it. It's just not.
I've seen that movie like 2 or 3 times. I love it every time.
I think the plot's a little wonky. I don't know if I like the comedy in it necessarily.
It's a funny movie.
I guess.
It's a funny movie.
But I just don't.
It's Thor's best movie by far.
And then I like one. I don't like one.
I think one Loki sucks.
I like one.
I like Natalie Portman.
I think the one aesthetic is much better than the Ragnarok's aesthetic.
I mean, can we agree that the fourth one's the worst one by far?
Oh yeah, which is saying something because
Thor: The Dark World is ass.
Thor: The Dark World is bad too. Yeah. Yes. I can't believe
they really fucked up Thor.
How do you do Thor that
They really fucked up Thor. Like bad.
It's just not my cup of tea, man. It's just not my cup of tea. I definitely think there's good parts in there, but I just think it's like kind of an overrated movie. Because I think Thor fans are looking for something to grasp onto to at least be a little good. The only time Thor is really good is when he's teaming up with people. Like in, of course, all the Avengers movies, Thor is good.
You know, I kind of agree.
He's just written so much better, but
I think he's someone that bounces off of other characters better than just being by himself.
But there's no other characters besides Loki in the Thor movies.
There's that one chick in the third one. I think
Valkyrie, I guess.
Yeah, I think Valkyrie's fine.
But yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting one. Let's go with Hereditary.
What is Hereditary given on Letterboxd?
I think like a 3.9, 3.8.
Underrated. I love Hereditary. I think it should be like at least like a 4.2 or something like that.
I really think it's overrated.
Hereditary? No, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's not. No, I think that's a great movie.
I don't find it scary.
How can I find it scary?
I think it's I think the ending also ruined a lot for me too, because I think it was just like a weird.
It was like a cult ending.
It was a cult ending. Never. There was no like super scary moments to me.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was like
until like maybe the last 5 minutes. I mean, in terms of like when she's crawling on the ceiling.
I wouldn't say it's like the scariest movie either, but I think that it's still just a really good movie.
I think it's overrated when people talk about horror movies and saying that's one of the scariest. No,
it's not the scariest movie ever, but it's a really good movie.
I don't get scared by movies as much anyways.
Not really, I don't either.
I think there's some other movies that I've gone.
I think Conjuring and Sinister are probably some of the scariest movies I've ever seen.
I've seen The Conjuring. The Conjuring's good.
Conjuring's pretty spooky.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a couple other movies that have gotten me a little bit more.
I mean, when I was
Forgotten made my skin crawl. You'll have to watch that. It's a Korean movie, but
oh my god. Anyway, so mine for you. Is this the last one? Are we done after Ryan? Or is there one more?
I think we'll just go after yours.
All right. Because
call it.
Yeah. Heretic.
You're taking too recent, bro. I haven't seen anybody talk about it.
That's 2017.
Heretic?
No, it's not. 2024.
2024. I'm not saying to pick a different one, but like I haven't seen anybody talk about it, so maybe it's underrated, I guess.
Bro, I'm on Letterboxd, and this guy, he gave it 2.5 stars, right? His reasoning was Jigsaw if he was an insufferable Reddit atheist.
Bro, oh my gosh.
No, there's
how many likes does it have, bro?
I have no idea.
You can see the lights.
I don't know how. Oh. 39,000 likes. And then hold on, I gotta tell you one more. I shit you not, Hugh Grant meows not even a second after singing Radiohead.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, he must.
Oh my gosh. I really like that movie, but I think I give it underrated.
I would agree.
I think
100%.
I think it's something that like people gotta watch more. I know a couple people that don't like it, but I think it's something that I could watch around, Halloween and get that kind of eerie vibe. It's one of those movies that has an ending that's up to interpretation and if it's happy or not, right?
Yeah.
And I really enjoy those movies. I don't like a movie that tells you kind of like if it's happy or not. I like the middle ground type of movies where it's like, it's how you look at it, right? Like, is it happy? Is it sad? It's like the middle ground, right? I like those movies, and I think it just hasn't gotten, the reception behind it yet. I think it's something that could become,
more well liked in like a few
classic
years.
in a couple years. I think if the more that people get acclaimed, used to it and start appreciating it, I guess. But yeah, I think I'll give that an underrated vote. And I think that's
a good wrap. It's been 20 minutes.
That's a good wrap for our overrated, underrated, or properly rated
brand new segment.
Maybe we'll come back in the future. I think it might if we do like a genre battle, but
actually, yeah.
I think it's good. I think we can move on to our bread and butter. Our bread and butter, the hypothetical matchups.
Jesus, bro.
Okay, so
I'm already pissed off.
Yeah, so we're taking our hypothetical matchups, and we're doing another movie versus a video game character.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily like one of my favorite characters. I know your side is definitely one of your favorite characters.
My favorite characters of all time. Not the fucking show though.
That's something we're gonna bring up. Maybe
you cannot bring that up. That's not.
Yes, we can. It's in the canon.
Anyway.
Okay.
It's not in the canon.
But yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay. Our characters are Thomas from Maze Runner.
And Ellie from Last of Us.
It's Ellie. Last of Us.
It's like not even a question. It's Ellie.
No, I think give me Thomas.
No.
Give me Thomas.
No.
Yes. Give me Thomas.
Okay, what's your reasoning for Thomas above Ellie?
He's a guy.
Okay, no.
If we're going hand-to-hand combat,
Ellie fucking has him. It's not even a question. Ellie has him hand-to-hand combat. She's been fighting zombies with just her bare hands and a knife.
Are we going? So does Thomas. Thomas got some sprints on him, bro. He can run.
Thomas could just run away from Ellie, but then she'll just shoot him.
Okay, so now you're talking about her knife skills, and now you're talking about her shooting skills. So does Thomas get a gun, or does he get a knife? What are we talking about here? So she's so good with the knife with the zombies, but as soon as he starts sprinting away, she pulls out a fucking AK and just shoots him out.
No, a bow. She gets a bow. No,
we gotta declare. No. Is it knife on knife, gun on gun?
No, fine. We'll just do hand to hand. Just hand to hand.
Hand to hand.
Even still, just hand to hand. Ellie is so good at using her surroundings and to just read what her opponent is gonna do that she will defeat him hand to hand without a question. As a 13-year-old girl,
you are not taking Last of Us Ellie from the first game beating Thomas from the first Maze Runner. That's terrible.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. From the first game, she defeats a grown-ass man in a burning building. She defeats a grown-ass man at 13.
Thomas fucking survived a night in the maze. No one has ever done that. Killed one of those fucking freaky-ass bugs.
By running away!
Oh, but it's his wits, buddy. It's his wits. He
ran away like a little bitch. And he got crushed.
If Ellie never met Joel, she would have no skills.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
In the Left Behind DLC, she literally defeats a bunch of zombies. I guess she does get bitten, fine. But in that DLC, she defeats a bunch of zombies.
Oh.
It was her and
she was an immune. She'd be
12
dead.
years
She was an
I'm
immune.
like
She'd be
12 years
dead.
old.
If she wasn't immune, she would be
If
dead.
Thomas wasn't immune, he'd be dead too. Like, look at Newt. He fucking died. If Thomas wasn't immune, he would also be dead as well.
But
That is not
without
matter.
Thomas, no one fucking lives. Everybody in the
in the hand.
Oh,
That does
shut up.
not matter.
Hey, everybody in the glade would be dead if Thomas did not get them out. Rip Chuck though.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Chuck. That was a sad death, yeah. And Chuck was sad.
Bro, but like the Scorch Trials, I mean, look at Thomas like in that too. Like he's got to go up against those zombies in the Scorch Trial. Like I think if you were to switch, if you put Ellie in the glade,
I think she'd be fine.
you think she'd be able to have the endurance to map the entire?
All right, fine. You know what? Fine. Maybe, but I think you put Thomas in the Last of Us universe, he's not making it. By himself.
Exactly, that's my point. Ellie in the first
In Last of Us 2, she's by herself for
without-
half of the game.
In The Last of Us 2, after she's gotten the experience. So if you do Thomas from the third movie, Death Cure, and on, fucking give me Thomas.
I don't agree.
He jumped in a movie train. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, Ellie
This is crazy.
defeated a fucking like the Rat King, right? Like a fucking monster combined of like 40 different zombies that needed multiple bombs to be defeated.
I mean,
And Thomas just runs fast.
okay, whatever.
He runs fast. Whoop the fucking
Thomas
do.
slams show Ellie.
No. Okay.
That's not even a question.
Show Ellie, yeah.
Show Ellie.
Show Ellie.
Well, we are getting a remake of the Maze Runner, so maybe Thomas will be buffed. Because
True.
I wonder if they actually nerfed. I've never read the books. I wonder if they nerf him in the
I'm
movies.
not read the books either. Or if they don't nerf him, maybe then they make him better in the movies. I would doubt it, but it's 100% Ellie.
I don't think it's 100%. Maybe like 75.
Alright, I can live with 75.
Because you gotta look. Okay, I mean, if they're going up against each other, Thomas probably has more strength.
I'll give Thomas, but Ellie just has
I'm
much
gonna
better
give
IQ.
Thomas. Really?
Fight IQ, it's Ellie.
Well, fight IQ. I was gonna say overall IQ. I would give it to Thomas.
Yeah, like genuine smarts, yeah, but like battle IQ,
Thomas
it's Ellie.
literally was like one of the architects of the Glade.
Of the Glade, yeah. But battle IQ,
It was
it's
able to
Ellie.
map out the whole
battle
thing
IQ,
with
it's Ellie, no question. Maybe genuine wit, I'll give it to Thomas.
But then you're giving. This is the three characteristics you're giving Thomas. Then you're giving him IQ, you're giving him endurance, and you're giving him strength. Who loses with all three of those attributes?
Because Ellie would use her surroundings so much better than he would to win the battle. You put him in like an enclosed house, Ellie's beating him every single time.
Okay, so now you got to give Ellie location. So if Ellie gets to pick the location,
listen,
somehow
no,
that
so
beats
if-
endurance, strength, and wits. Really? I mean,
Where are they gonna meet in the fucking middle of the fort? Like
the Glade.
the Glade?
If they meet in the Glade, I think Thomas is gonna be able to map that shit before. Maybe she would, but like even then, I feel like she doesn't have.
Will they meet in the Glade or would they meet?
I guess I don't know where they'd meet in the Maze Runner universe.
Yeah. It would have to be like outside of the maze. I would say Thomas is closer to Ellie than he is to Abby.
Really?
Because Abby in the game
Okay.
would be Ellie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't know much about the second game.
Yeah.
I know more about the first game.
Second game is good, but not as good.
So Ellie versus Kratos.
Kratos would just fucking flicker and she would go flying.
He wouldn't even have to fucking move.
No.
Bro, that'd be funny. But okay, I think this one's up to interpretation because I don't think I'm budging on my stance. When is someone who has endurance, IQ,
But not battle IQ. Like you put them in a life
sure though?
100%. You put them in a life or death situation, Ellie is coming out on top every single time. Bro, the first thing that came up was Ellie from The Last of Us, and I was gonna say versus Thomas from The Maze Runner.
No.
But it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
What?
The tank engine, not even the train, the tank. Oh, interesting. Ellie Williams, The Last of Us, holds a significant advantage over Thomas. Her superiority, mastery of stealth, brutal close combat experience, lethal, unpredictable survival scenarios. While Thomas is a good strategist, runner, and brave fighter, Ellie's skill set is tailored more towards lethal combat.
Okay.
Interesting.
Here's an interesting question. Give Thomas Joel, it's wraps. So how much time does Ellie spend with Joel?
Oh, a long time.
Right? Yeah. Give Joel to Thomas, spend that as much time with Thomas.
Oh, yeah, I think Thomas would win.
It's reps.
Yeah, Thomas would win.
So I'm saying Joel's teaching carries Ellie.
Probably, yeah.
Exactly. Thomas had to do that shit on his own, bro. He had to do that shit on his own.
In this situation, that does not matter, though.
Yeah, it does. We're comparing the characters.
No, we're comparing who would win in the fight.
Exactly.
Ellie would win in the fight 100%.
Because of Joel's teaching.
Yeah, because of Joel, but she would still win the fight, dude.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
We can wrap it up. Yeah, I think this one's up to interpretation.
Yeah, I stand by what I said.
Okay.
I mean, that was a good debate.
We'll have to see what the poll says.
Yeah, like 8 people for it.
The 8 people. Well, if we start doing the shorts, maybe we'll get some people. But episode 4. That was a good episode. Yeah. We had some technical difficulties throughout.
We had a lot of technical difficulties.
But that's whatever. That happens. So, cool.
All right. That was
Yeah. Cool.
See ya.